ISPS Code 2003 Annex 1 Part A Mandatory Requirements regarding the provisions of Chapter 11-2 of the International Convention for the Safety of Life at Sea. This part of the International Code for the Security of Ships and Port Facilities contain mandatory provisions to which reference is made in Chapter 11-2 of the International Convention for the Safety of Life at Sea, 1974 as amended. The objectives of this code are 1. To establish an international framework involving cooperation between contracting governments, government agencies, local administrations, and the shipping and port industries to detect security threats and take preventive measures against security incidents affecting ships or port facilities used in international trade. 2. To establish the respective roles and responsibilities of the contracting governments, government agencies, local administrations, and the shipping and port industries at the national and international level for ensuring maritime security. 3. To ensure the early and efficient collection and exchange of security-related information. 4. To provide a methodology for security assessments so as to have in place plans and procedures to react to changing security levels. And 5. To ensure confidence that adequate and proportionate maritime security measures are in place. Functional requirements. In order to achieve its objectives, this code embodies a number of functional requirements. These include but are not limited to 1. Gathering and assessing information with respect to security threats and exchanging such information with appropriate contracting governments. 2. Requiring the maintenance of communication protocols for ships and port facilities. 3. Preventing unauthorized access to ships, port facilities, and their restricted areas. 4. Preventing the introduction of unauthorized weapons, incendiary devices, or explosives to ships or port facilities. 5. Providing means for raising the alarm in reaction to security threats or security incidents. 6. Requiring ship and port facility security plans based upon security assessments. And 7. Requiring training, drills, and exercises to ensure familiarity with security plans and procedures. Definitions. For the purpose of this part, unless expressly provided otherwise, 1. Convention means the International Convention for the Safety of Life at Sea, 1974 as amended. 2. Regulation means a regulation of the convention. 3. Chapter means a chapter of the convention. Ship Security Plan means a plan developed to ensure the application of measures on board the ship designed to protect the persons on board, cargo transport units, ship stores, or the ship from the risks of a security incident. 5. Port Facility Security Plan means a plan developed to ensure the application of measures designed to protect the port facility and ships, persons, cargo transport units, and ship stores within the port facility from the risk of a security incident. Number 6. Ship Security Officer means the person on board the ship accountable to the master, designated by the company as responsible for the security of the ship, including implementation and maintenance of the ship's security plan, and for liaison with the company security officer and port facility security officers. 7. Company Security Officer means the person designated by the company for ensuring that a ship's security assessment is carried out, that a ship's security plan is developed, submitted for approval, and thereafter implemented and maintained, and for liaison with port facility security officers and a ship security officer. 8. Port Facility Security Officer means the person designated as responsible for the development, implementation, revision, and maintenance of the port facility security plan, and for liaison with the ship's security officers and company security officers. 9. Security Level 1 means the level for which minimum appropriate protective security measures shall be maintained at all times. 10. Security Level 2 means the level for which appropriate additional protective security measures shall be maintained for a period of time as a result of heightened risk of a security incident. 11. Security Level 3 means the level for which further specific protective security measures shall be maintained for a limited period of time when a security incident is probable or imminent, although it may not be possible to identify the specific target. 2.2. The term ship, when used in this code, includes mobile offshore drilling units and high-speed craft. 2.3. The term contracting government in connection with any reference to a port facility. Application. This code applies to 1. The following types of ships engage in international voyages, such as passenger ships, cargo ships, and mobile offshore drilling units. 2. Port facilities serving such ships engage in international voyages. Responsibilities of contracting governments. Contracting government shall set security levels and provide guidance for protection from security incidents. Higher security levels indicate greater likelihood of occurrence of a security incident. Factors to be considered in setting the appropriate security level include 1. The degree that the threat information is credible. 2. The degree that the threat information is corroborated. 3. The degree that the threat information is specific or imminent. And 4. The potential consequences of such a security incident. Contracting governments, when they set security level 3, shall issue, as necessary, appropriate instructions and shall provide security-related information to the ships and port facilities that may be affected. Declaration of security. Contracting government shall determine when a declaration of security is required by assessing the risk of the ship or port interface or ship-to-ship activity poses to persons, property, or the environment. A ship can request completion of a declaration of security when 1. The ship is operating at a higher security level than the port facility or another ship it is interfacing with. 2. There is an agreement on a declaration of security between contracting governments covering certain international voyages or specific ships on those voyages. 3. There has been a security threat or a security incident involving the ship or involving the port facility as applicable. 4. The ship is at a port which is not required to have and implement an approved port facility security plan. Or 5. The ship is conducting ship-to-ship activities with another ship not required to have and implement an approved ship security plan. Request for the completion of a declaration of security under this section shall be acknowledged by the applicable port facility or ship. The declaration of security shall be completed by 1. The master or the ship's security officer on behalf of the ships, and if appropriate, 2. The port facility security officer, or if the contracting government determines otherwise, by any other body responsible for shoreside security on behalf of the port facility. The declaration of security shall address the security requirements that could be shared between a port facility and a ship and shall state the responsibility for each. Obligations of the company. The company shall ensure that the ship's security plan contains a clear statement and emphasizing the master's authority. The company shall ensure the company's security officer, the master, and the ship's security officer are given the necessary support to fulfill their duties and responsibilities. Ship security. A ship is required to act upon the security levels set by contracting governments as set out below. At security level 1, the following activities shall be carried out through appropriate measures on all ships in order to identify and take preventive measures against security incidents. 1. Ensuring the performance of all ship security duties. 2. Controlling access to the ship. 3. Controlling the embarkation of persons and their effects. 4. Monitoring restricted areas to ensure that only authorized persons have access. 5. Monitoring of deck areas and areas surrounding the ship. 6. Supervising the handling of cargo and ship stores. And lastly, 7. Ensuring that security communication is readily available. Security Level 2, the additional protective measures specified in the ship's security plan shall be implemented for each activity detailed in Section 7.2. At Security Level 3, further specific protective measures specified in the ship's security plan shall be implemented for each activity detailed in Section 7.2. Whenever security level 2 or 3 is set by the administration, the ship shall acknowledge receipt of the instructions on change of the security level. Ship Security Assessment. The ship security assessment is an essential and integral part of the process of developing and updating the ship's security plan. The ship security assessment shall include an on-scene security survey and at least the following elements. 1. Identification and existing security measures, procedures, and operations. 2. Identification and evaluation of key shipboard operations that is important to protect. 3. Identification of possible threats to the key shipboard operations and the likelihood of their occurrence in order to establish and prioritize security measures. And 4. Identification of weaknesses, including human factors in the infrastructure, policies, and procedures. The ship's security assessment shall be documented, reviewed, accepted, and retained by the company. Ship Security Plan. Each ship shall carry on board a ship security plan approved by the administration. The administration may entrust the review and approval of ship security plans or of amendments to a previously approved plan to recognized security organizations. In such cases, the recognized security organization undertaking the review and approval of a ship security plan or its amendments for a specific ship shall not be involved in either the preparation of the ship security assessment or of the ship security plan or of the amendments under review. The submission of a ship security plan or of amendments to a previously approved plan for approval shall be accompanied by the security assessment on the basis of which the plan or the amendments have been developed. The plan shall address at least the following: personnel conducting internal audits of the security activities specified in the plan or evaluating its implementation shall be independent of the activities being audited unless this is impracticable due to the size and the nature of the company or of the ship. The administration shall determine which changes to an approved ship security plan or to any security equipment specified in an approved plan shall not be implemented unless the relevant amendments to the plan are approved by the administration. The plan shall be protected from unauthorized access or disclosure. Records. Records of the following activities addressed in a ship security plan shall be kept on board for at least the minimum period specified by the administration, bearing in mind the provisions: 1. Training, drills, and exercises. 2. Security threats and security incidents. 3. Breaches of security. 4. Changes in security level. 5. Communications relating to the direct security of the ship, such as specific threats to the ship or to port facilities the ship is or has been. 6. Internal audits and reviews of security activities. 7. Periodic review of the ship security assessment. 8. Periodic review of the ship security plan. 9. Implementation of any amendments to the plan. And 10. Maintenance, calibration, and testing of any security equipment provided on board, including testing of the ship security alert system. Company Security Officer. The company shall designate a company security officer. A person designated as the company security officer may act as the company security officer for one or more ships, depending on the number or types of ships the company operates, provided it is clearly identified for which ships this person is responsible. Ship Security Officer. A ship security officer shall be designated on each ship. Responsibilities of a ship security officer shall include, but are not limited to, undertaking regular security inspections at a ship to ensure that appropriate security measures are maintained, maintaining and supervising the implementation of the ship security plan, including any amendments to the plan, coordinating the security aspects of the handling of cargo and ship stores with other shipboard personnel and with the relevant port facility security officers, proposing modifications to the ship security plan, reporting to the company security officer any deficiencies and nonconformities identified during internal audits. Training, drills, and exercises on ship security. The company security officer and ship security officer shall have knowledge and have received training. Shipboard personnel having specific security duties and responsibilities shall understand their responsibilities for ship security as described in a ship security plan and shall have sufficient knowledge and ability to perform their assigned duties. To ensure the effective implementation of the ship's security plan, drills shall be carried out at appropriate intervals taking into account the ship type, ship personnel changes, port facilities to be visited, and other relevant circumstances. The company's security officer shall ensure the effective coordination and implementation of ship security plans by participating in exercises at appropriate intervals. Port facility security. A port facility is required to act upon the security levels set by the contracting government within whose territory it is located. Security measures and procedures shall be applied at the port facility in such a manner as to cause a minimum of interference with or delay to passengers, ship's personnel and visitors, goods and services. When a port facility security officer is advised that a ship is at a security level, which is higher than that of the port facility security officer shall report the matter to the competent authority and shall liaise with the ship's security officer and coordinate appropriate actions if necessary. Port facility security plan. A port facility security plan shall be developed and maintained on the basis of a port facility security assessment for each port facility, adequate for the ship or port interface. The plan shall make provisions for the three security levels, security level 1, 2, and 3. The port facility security plan shall be approved by the contracting government in whose territory the port facility is located. The port facility security plan may be combined with or be part of the port security plan or any other port emergency plan or plans. Port Facility Security Officer. A port facility security officer shall be designated for each port facility. A person may be designated as the port facility security officer for one or more port facilities. He is responsible for conducting an initial comprehensive security survey of the port facility taking into account the relevant port facility security assessment, assisting ship security officers in confirming the identity of those seeking to board a ship when requested. Training drills and exercises in port facility security. Port facility personnel having specific security duties shall understand their duties and responsibilities for port facility security, as described in the port facility security plan, and shall have sufficient knowledge and ability to perform their assigned duties. To ensure the effective implementation of the port facility security plan, drills shall be carried out at appropriate intervals taking into account the types of operation of the port facility personnel changes, the type of ship the port facility is serving, and other relevant circumstances. Verification and certification of ships. The verifications of ships shall be carried out by officers of the administration. In every case, the administration concerned shall fully guarantee the completeness and efficiency of the verification and shall undertake to ensure the necessary arrangements to satisfy this obligation. An international ship security certificate shall be issued after the initial or renewal verification. Such certificate shall be issued or endorsed either by the administration or by a recognized security organization acting on behalf of the administration. Duration and validity of certificate. An international ship security certificate shall be issued for a period specified by the administration, which shall not exceed 5 years. When the renewal verification is completed within 3 months before the expiry date of the existing certificate, the new certificate shall be valid from the date of completion of the renewal verification to a date not exceeding 5 years from the date of expiry of the existing certificate. Interim certification. An interim international ship security certificate shall only be issued when the administration or recognized security organization has established the necessary arrangements, including arrangements for drills, exercises, and internal audits, through which the company's security officer is satisfied that the ship will successfully complete the required verification. An interim international ship security certificate may be issued by the administration or by a recognized security organization authorized to act on its behalf.